Hi everyone, this is Belle.
Hi, this is Allie.
And this is our drunk review of Game of Thrones Season 7 with special guest star
Brandie.
Hi! So, a lot of shit went down, you guys. Like, a lot. So, I guess...
That wall.
The wall coming down that wall, the wall.
Walkers.
Those white walkers. Every time the white walkers were...
Sorry, I had to bring it back.
I
haven't started drinking yet, so I have to catch up to the dance.
She's
I know, right? We've already had a shot.
Like, have you seen my cheeks?
Yeah. I'm a little flushed. It's fine. Whatever. So, I guess we'll start with the deaths.
Okay.
I personally, the Sand Snake's deaths were appropriate because they actually went out better than they had been on the show up until that point. But it was a huge waste of characters who, from the books, are amazing, badass characters. So, what did you guys think of that?
I'm sorry, who are they?
Yeah.
Okay, for the one person in this group has not read the book.
Right.
Just by watching the show, I'm like, okay, they're really not that important of a character.
Yeah.
They haven't been in play that much. I mean, dear Lord, we don't even see that one sister die with poison on her lips.
Yeah.
We assume, but
We don't actually see the bodies.
yeah, and like I would think they would be pretty badass chicks.
They're-
Characters.
They are
but
basically
there was,
the Amazons.
It's like they didn't have enough time to play in with them.
I feel like they just didn't know. I feel like they cast the perfect actors for it and then gave them nothing.
Yeah.
Just absolutely nothing.
Nothing trouble.
Homegirl's on Iron Fist, and she's doing a good
pretty
thing
awesome.
about Iron Fist, I think. But, you
Yeah.
know, so, yeah, you're right. They are such badass in the books. And
Yeah.
they even talk about, like, how their fighting style is, like, in sync with each other.
Yeah.
And just, like, how really cool, like, these little, like, assassins and everything. And in the show, I don't know if the writers were just like, maybe we can't delve too much into this, like too much of a subplot, or I don't know.
But Dawn is so important
right.
to the entire everything because of Ilya Martell. And so for them to just crap all over Ilya and Oberon in absentia, it seems like a huge waste. I will say that Indira Varma did such a great job in that scene in the cell. She and Lena Headey did just such a great job. But then Lena Headey has been the MVP this whole season. Just hands down.
It's hard to argue with that one, right?
Just hands down.
Yeah.
She's been amazeballs all season. But yeah, to me it was just a giant waste of really great characters. And I feel like they could have done a lot better. Especially since they're the only people of color on the show that aren't slaves. So I'm like, come on.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I never thought about that.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
It's even worse when you think about that part in it. Hi, Lalandra. Lalandra's like, what the hell are y'all doing?
Sorry, my cat might be meow. As always, Lalandra.
Hey. So, but my favorite, most amazing death was Olenna.
Yes,
Queen
Black Fire.
Boss. She got in the 1-2.
She was like,
Tell Cersei it was me.
Yeah.
It was
she
amazing.
was just the whole,
Like,
whew.
Yeah.
She's iconic.
She's very quippy already,
Yeah.
and just spiteful old biddy.
Yeah.
I love her to pieces, and that was just like, okay, I'm gonna.
She drank that poison
I'm gonna drink
like it
this
was
poison.
a shot.
But before I go,
She knew she was fucked. She
Go
didn't
fuck
have anything
yourself.
else to do. She's an old lady, you know?
Yeah. Well, not to mention the fact that Cersei murdered her entire family.
Yeah, she has
tree.
no. There's no
what?
house left for her. Yeah.
She's not having any babies.
Yeah.
And any Tyrells that may have been left were killed when they took siege of Highgarden. So she got to lose.
yeah.
But,
Nothing.
also, in a way, she screwed them over 2 times because they would have still had Tyrion on their side. Had Cersei not accused him of murdering Joffrey, fuckboy,
Right.
and fuckboy number
Fuckboy
one.
number one.
Because we got fuckboy number 2, which was Ramsay, and now the ultimate fuckboy, Euron, is here.
Woo! Sleaze-tastic, that one.
Oh god,
I
But-
hate him, but
I love him.
I know. I Well, and that's what this show does.
He is Pirate Pacey. As they
He totally does look like Pacey.
Like,
Pacey Whitaker?
Yes.
I don't want to wait for Game of Thrones in 2019.
No, not my pure Pacey Whitaker.
Oh my God.
I mean, his name is Urine for Pete's sake. And he's into the golden shower.
Yeah,
He's
you know
just
you're on
nasty,
into a whole
man.
bunch
Was
of
to stick
creepy
his
shit.
finger up her bum.
He was like, and God, I can only imagine what he's doing to Yara. I'm so
I know.
scared for Yara. Like, y'all, we need to make a prayer circle for
Yeah.
Yara, like, real soon.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Elena went out amazingly. She managed to get in one last little turn of the knife.
Right.
And changed the whole, in all honesty, changed the whole dynamic. Because I honestly think that was the beginning of Jamie leaving.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, what happened at the end of the season, I don't think would have happened had she not dropped that bomb on him.
Well, Jamie's always had a great affection for Tyrion.
Yeah.
I really like their relationship. It's almost, but he feels like he has to be ashamed of it or hide it from Cersei because she's such a crazy bitch.
She's so
and I
crazy.
think knowing that Tyrion was not responsible for that, that might have been like the last thing.
It gave him that, like, you know what? He is my brother too.
Yeah.
This is family. You. And I mean,
I'm not fucking him, but
he sees the hate. He sees the like.
I still love him.
Just pure, unadulterated hate towards him.
Well, she hates everything.
She hates everything,
but like
except wine.
Except for wine.
I mean,
speaking of,
cheers.
Yeah, it's very
we drink it, no things.
We
like
do
always.
drink it, no things.
Yeah.
But we'll come back to Jamie.
Yeah.
And Cersei. In a
we
bit.
will.
We definitely
we'll
will.
come back to him, all right.
He's my favorite. And again, and again, and again. 7.
For those that don't know, that was a Friends reference.
Yes.
I didn't know. I was like, yeah. Wait, I don't know. I was like 7 kingdoms. Or
Yay!
Yeah.
It works on multiple.
It
ways.
does.
Thoros.
Yeah.
I felt like that was a wasted death to me.
Yeah.
I feel like I get visually that they wanted to have this big sequence. And it was a very well done episode. Beyond the Wall is an excellently done episode. However, I think that they could have gotten the same level of drama and still had the same ending. Had the way it went down by Thoros getting bit by the White Walker bear and them going, well, shit.
Yeah.
And turning back and taking him back and him going, you know what, I'm going to die. Let's just stop going further into enemy territory and take.
Can you imagine like how much that would have just changed the whole
lot?
Yeah.
I mean, we would still have free dragons.
You would still have free dragons.
All that stuff. Yeah.
Benji would still I don't know. Benji might not be alive because I feel like Benji just was like, I'm done with all this.
Danny wouldn't have been there. Danny wouldn't have seen the White Walkers.
That's true. But that's maybe not because maybe when Thoros got bit, they could have gone, Gendry, go back.
Yeah.
We're going to try to bring him back before he turns, and hopefully he'll turn by the time we get there while we're safe, and we can get him through the wall because the magic won't, repel him.
Right.
And Gendry could be like, they're still kind of screwed. There's freaking bears that are White Walkers. We need help.
That's true.
Because there's a way that it could have been done to still get the same end of Danny seeing the threat was real. Although, again, why on earth would a Stark come willingly to a Targaryen for any reason?
Right.
If the threat wasn't real. Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, let's be real. Like, why? After everything her father did to them, why on earth would they come anywhere near these people?
I feel like she lacks a lot of that understanding.
She lacks...
She's kind of naive in a lot of senses.
Yes. It's weird how she doesn't believe in the supernatural, but bitch, you got dragons.
I know.
Yeah. Like anything.
And she was in like the house of the Undying.
Yeah, and you had visions.
There's fire around you, and you're not burning.
But White Walkers can't possibly be real. I don't. That's the thing about Dany that drives me crazy. But then again, I feel like there's a part of her that was like, well, if I believe this, then I have to change my focus.
Yeah.
And that means that the throne is not the most important thing, and the goal that I've dedicated myself to for the last 7+ years is worthless.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how much of that is a part of it.
I bet it's
to be honest.
Yeah.
So speaking of my Syrian,
God. Viserion. We should drink. We should drink.
We definitely
Shot
need
o'clock.
I haven't had a shot yet, so I'm trying to catch up.
Shot o'clock.
Oh.
Let's pour out one.
Oh,
for
dragon,
our homie.
my dragon.
Oh, dragon, my dragon.
Oh,
My
dear.
Syrian, you will be missed.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, Allie wasn't messing around here.
Good.
It was good.
That's real good.
I like vodka. Hi, my name is Allie, and I like vodka.
Vodka with any combination, but mostly vodka. I'm every time I see it, like,
Cry.
I just
Dragging the body out of the water, though.
so disrespectful.
Yeah.
So disrespectful.
And it was just like, can you think about like how it was bad enough for Dani to see
Her baby
die, and then she's gonna see this like desecrated like corpse,
Yes.
like that's
Yeah.
reanimated to
Yes.
do evil.
Like,
I mean,
against her
what's
other-
more
against her other
heartbreaking?
babies.
Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah, I don't.
And Viserion was the sweetest one.
I know.
He was the one. He was the smallest. He was the sweetest. He was the one who always wanted to be up underneath of her because he was her little baby.
Yeah.
And I just,
And it's like, I can't, I mean, ever since the Never Ending Story and Artax died, I can't deal with animal death.
why did you bring
But
that
because
back to
it
my
traumatized me.
remembrance? So why would you
And
do that to me?
It's just like, you know, this show is so great that it has these really complex human characters, but then you have these creatures that you're almost shocked that, I was shocked at the reaction I had, and I'm just a big old pussy and I cried
Yeah.
everything. But, I mean, we've known them since they were little
Yeah.
babies.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
seen them grow. And to
I
see
feel
this,
like
Yeah.
it's when you think of it this way, it's like it's a pet. It's unconditional love. It can
Yeah.
do no wrong, really,
Yeah.
compared
Yeah.
to a human where they're more complex and they
Yeah.
can be evil in so many ways.
Yeah.
I mean, there was more outcry about the horses that were being killed.
Yes,
in
and
the
all
scene.
the Lannisters that died.
yeah, because Spock Lannister.
Nobody gives a shit about the Lannisters.
I know, that poor horse that got its like leg on
We were like, the horse did nothing to deserve any of that.
The people, like, they're being slaughtered, and we're like, yeah!
Yeah!
The people, but we see a horse getting a
We
boot.
were all like, no!
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I just,
So,
well, that's the
there's
fact
that.
that there's these mythological
We don't like
creatures.
people.
I have never liked people. I don't know
No.
why you would
Same.
think such a thing.
I'll second that emotion.
I'm like, people are terrible.
Bring out the dragon.
Dragons, though?
Are awesome. Well, and now it's also the thing is that you think about the fact that they have the mindset, they're supposed to be equivalent to like a 12-year-old child. So when you think about that as well, I'm sorry, Brandie. Brandy's like, oh God, that's even worse. Because they are intelligent,
Yeah.
and they do know how to make decisions and reasoning.
Yeah.
So yeah, and like the scene where Rhaegal and Drogon are just flying around
Like,
looking
what?
for him
Yeah.
and screaming, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh God.
And how sad is it when they were talking about in the last episode in the Dragon Pit about how they were chained and
Yes.
they were withered away?
Yes.
It's like, that is just the saddest
Yes.
thing to think of. They're
Yes.
magnificent beasts.
And they
Like,
got turned into
you're part of
pets.
that.
He was holding
Yeah.
I guess part of
The
the
skull, and it was
that-
smaller than a
was
cat.
that
one small.
Yeah.
It was smaller than a cat
Yeah.
skull, and that's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Because that's what people do.
That's
and
what
that's
we
why
do.
they suck.
That's what we do because humans are terrible. In every universe,
Pretty much.
in every galaxy,
Even in like
No matter how
fantasy
far away.
fiction.
we're always the worst.
Yeah,
We're
it's true.
the worst.
So people stop sucking.
Yeah, seriously.
The
Anytime
more
now.
you know.
Dun, 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 dun.
So,
Speaking of people that sucked.
yes!
Transition.
Yeah.
So Littlefinger died.
Hallelujah.
Right? But what kills me are people were out of nowhere. And I'm like, no, that was coming since the minute that all three of those kids were in the same place at the same time. He's been floundering ever since John got crowned King of the North. He didn't know what to do with that shit, and he kept trying to find an end. But John was like, "Nah, bitch, I don't like you." Yeah. And don't think I forgot what you did to my sister. And then more Starks kept showing up because everybody thought Brandie and Arya were dead. Yep. So they showed up. That threw his plan completely out the window. Yeah. He has been floundering for a season and a half. He doesn't know what to do with the situation. So it's really funny to me that people were like, and then the minute Arya clapped eyes on him after that little sparring session with Brienne, I was like, you toast. You're going to die. Now, I will say, like, Arya was genuinely pissed off about the letter. But even Arya is not, she's been through too much to not understand that Sansa did what she had to do in the situation she was in.
She's come to respect that she's a survivor too.
Like
in a different way.
The discussion that they had at the end as sisters, it was like, you know what?
I understand.
I love you, but I hate you because you're my sister.
But we're still family.
It was a very sister moment of like, I got you, no matter what.
No matter what. Well, it's the old adage, I can beat your ass. Nobody else had better touch you. Yeah. Because that's what siblings, that's what me and my siblings
I will say, especially sisters, it's like, I will tease the fuck out of you, but if anybody else does it,
they're toast. They're toast. You got a small army at your door. Because that's how it's supposed to be.
Hell hath no fury like a sister scorned.
Yep.
I have a big brother and I got beat up a lot. So. But he had my back when everyone else tried to beat me.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I just love you're so weird and annoying. That was such a
it really broke the tension
moment because it's so true. You're so weird and annoying, but I love you. Yeah. You're a freak. Yeah. But I love you.
I'm so glad that you're a little murderer. Because you could kill this horrible guy that's been like ruining my life.
Hey, little murder baby.
Yeah. Right. Well, here's the thing, and Littlefinger was directly responsible for everything that happened to the families, the Stark family. Like literally every single horrible thing that happened to that family.
The whole thing is his fault.
Yes. Yeah. And my mom pointed out something really interesting. She was like, I wonder, because he was at the tourney of Harrenhal. Mm-hmm. I wonder how much he may have been behind the whole bullshit rumor of Rhaegar kidnapping Leon.
Oh, I think since the beginning of his time, he has tried to finagle his way.
He's a social climber.
Exactly. He will use powers and people against them because he is, for one, not strong enough. Yes, he's witty, he's smart.
He's clever.
He has no house, he has no name.
No, right.
So he was using people against them, and then, I mean, like Taria said, or Sansa, excuse me, like, okay, you love me, but you still betrayed me.
Yep.
Just like my
mother. You love my mother, but you still betrayed her.
She was cold.
Yes.
Too. She was like, you still do.
Didn't you still do the thing? Yeah, well, we're about to do the thing.
Right. Fran, you got receipts?
Okay. And she pulled all of the receipts. It was amazing. I was like, Brand's like, you held a knife to his throat.
Yeah, I was like, actually.
And that's the other thing. He never accounted for the supernatural. Which, the minute that dragons came back into the world, that changed the game.
Yep.
And that star that fell, which I had not realized until someone else pointed out to me, the star that fell when both Dany and Jon were born, because I didn't realize that Dany and Jon were born at the same time on two different ends of the continent. I did not know that. Someone else pointed it out to me, and I was like...
Until right this moment.
I did not realize that they were born at pretty much at the exact same time in Dorne and at Dragonstone.
Wow. Okay.
They brought magic back to the world.
Yes, they did.
And so he never...
Magic back.
We'll get to that.
Oh.
Brandie and I are like, yay, incest! And Allie's like, ew, incest.
I can't ship it. As the kids say.
As the kids say. Like, you're so old. As the kids say.
I can't ship it. like sailing, but I don't want to ship it.
So. I know, right? Like, we're so drunk already.
Well,
we were only in the first part of this review.
And there are like three more pages.
3 more pages.
There's 3 more.
I gotta say,
they have no idea what we're talking about when I say pages. We're looking at pages. Sorry.
Why are you breaking the illusion?
No. Deadpool over here.
I know, right? So yeah, I was so happy that Littlefinger bought it.
I ran around the house. It was like I struck I think I kicked a goal for like Man U.
Go!
I was like running around the house. I was like, yes! Oh my god!
Where was your moves? So we got a few things resolved. Jamie seems to have finally picked a side.
Oh, Jaime.
Jaime. How Jaime? Well, it's so long for him to say. It took so long for him to become Book Jamie.
Yeah. Finally.
Right?
Because Book Jamie is wonderful.
Yes.
I don't know Book Jamie. I just know incestual gold hand.
Well,
Jamie.
that's also, you know.
I mean, that is also Book Jamie, but like, so you and my mom have read the books.
No.
And you and I have.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Your mom should be here.
My mom should be here. Oh my god, how funny would that be? She gets drunk off of old duels that we
Oh, fuck yeah. Do this, Mama.
And she's had the best theories this whole week. She's
Yeah,
like, I got all the theories.
Yeah.
But Book Jamie had already, like, by the time Cersei got her head shaved by the Sept, he was already gone because he was supposed to be her trial by combat. Mm-hmm. She sent him a letter asking, and he was like, burn it.
Like,
So he was like, I'm not done. I'm done with this. I'm 110% done with this bullshit. So for those of us who read the books, we're like, when is it going to happen? How much bullshit must she put you through? So, right, it took a lot.
So it took the mountain almost fucking killing him, I guess.
Well, it took her making that promise.
Yeah.
Knowing what was coming for them.
Yeah.
And her straight up lying and going behind his back. Mm-hmm. So not only did she lie and put everyone in King's Landing in danger, which, why does it surprise you when she blew up the set?
Exactly. Yeah, she doesn't care.
Like,
she doesn't care.
She doesn't care about
Okay,
anybody
you're
else.
And the thing about urine.
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 Can we just call it PP?
Can we call it PP Pirate?
They just the alluding that she was going to marry him and everything. There's a moment, and I love Nicola. I love him so much. I think he's a great actor. But I've been sick of me talking about not as much as Tom Holland, but there's a moment where she says that, and you can see it in his eyes. His heart is just breaking.
Yeah.
And it's just like she's really lost her shit.
Yeah. And
I love this woman, but I gotta get the fuck out.
Yes. Well, I mean, it was that moment.
She will literally be the death of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what Olenna said.
Yeah.
You do realize that she's going to be the death of you.
Right.
Olenna said that, and he was like, and that's part of the reason why she just went, all right, screw it. But I mean, Jamie, the fact that he left and he didn't have on his Lannister armor, was very telling. I don't know how many people caught that he didn't have on his armor.
I didn't.
Nope.
Yeah, he just had
had on regular leather, and I think he
Jerkin.
needs to jerkin. Sorry.
No, that's later.
That's later on.
But it's left-handed, though.
I know, right? Well, he's got to use the right hand.
I'm left-handed.
Oh.
Sorry. Anyway. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my god.
All right. Back to Jamie.
So I think it's interesting that he's off to meet. Now the question is,
where is he
going?
Yeah.
Is he going to try to go straight to Winterfell? Because I think that would be a huge mistake.
He's going to go to Dragonstone.
I'm like,
I don't know.
Well, Dany and John are on their way to Winterfell.
Okay, right. So
I think he's heading there.
Yeah,
I think he's trying to.
But he has to needs to meet up with them, because if he walks into Winterfell
before
they get there, he will be dead before he gets a word out edgewise.
I think he's trying to meet up with his
where's
brother.
my boy Bronn?
Right? I was like, how you leaving Bronn?
Get yourself a right man.
Like, that seriously pissed me off. In all honesty, I was like, how you leaving Bronn behind?
He's gonna be come out of the bushes and be like, hey,
hey,
well,
you know me stuff, remember?
He's gonna be like that girl on Big Brother. Surprise, motherfuckers! Hey. I'm like, either that or Braun already rolled out.
Yeah. Well, because Cersei's not very happy with him because he like arranged the meeting with Tyrion.
Right.
So she already knows that.
Well, he already was like, fuck this shit.
Well,
Yeah.
Braun was like, the minute dragons come into play,
that's true.
I am
That's
out.
true.
He's like, I'll be your interpreter for a second, but
I
guess
don't
what?
hang for dragons,
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
I don't mess with dragons
He's like,
at all.
did you get me a castle? No. Okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna just,
Did I save your
Go.
ass from a dragon? I did
Right.
my duty.
yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even be surprised if Braun's already gone.
Yeah.
Like, if he
That would
if
fit
he-
his character.
It would totally fit. Especially since he pulled, well, also, how's he gonna stay as a King's Landing because of the behind-the-scenes stuff about the fact that he and Lena, the two actors, Lena Headey and him used to date.
I know.
And they apparently broke up, and it was really ugly when they broke up, so they never have any scenes together. So what's the
crazy.
point of him being
Like,
in
that must
King's
have been
Landing?
real bad.
It must
Like,
have been
you can't
bad.
put that behind you.
Yeah,
Like,
for
damn.
work. Well, that's
Like,
why you
yeah.
don't. That's why you don't shit while you eat.
Can I ask
True.
a dumb girl question for someone
What?
that hasn't read the book?
It's not a dumb girl.
It's not
It's
a
just
dumb
someone
girl.
that hasn't read the books.
So, Pirate Pacey, he's apparently going off.
Pirate Casey.
I'm sorry. Gay of Thrones is this wonderful podcast that I'm in love with, and I refer to him as Pirate Pacey.
And he looks
He
that
looks
He
like
does
He's
look
got, like,
like
the-
Pacey.
yeah.
Yeah.
especially older,
I'm never
hot
gonna
ass
like
Pacey.
Yeah.
It's like
Fringe version Pacey.
Yes!
Lord.
I mean, I'll say Captain Phasma before I say. So, anyhow, Pirate Pacey got his little pirate ship and his people, and he was like peacing out, but he was leaving to get another group. Where's
He was
that?
going to
It
like
was
the Gold
totally
Company.
cahoots.
Well,
Yeah.
the Golden Company is in Essos, which is where
Like in
Danny
Essex?
basically
Essex is the other side, the narrow sea.
the narrow sea.
You
Right.
don't go to Essex.
It's another
No.
continent.
No.
It's a whole other
That is
continent.
a
Yeah.
whole nother world.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
Well,
spent a lot
but
of time in Essex throughout the show.
People that I don't know.
well, wouldn't it be interesting if that blew up in their face? Because the
Yeah.
Golden Company are Targaryens. People forget that. That the
I-
Golden Company are a offshoot of the Targaryen. They're the Blackfires.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's right. With the
And
Y.
would that not? Wouldn't that be so funny?
Yeah.
If that blew up in
If
their
they're
face.
like, no, this is our freaking queen. Like, what are you talking? They get over
Right,
there,
and they get over there and turn
Oh,
on
that you may
them.
be onto something.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Yeah.
If she just basically brings in more
Yeah.
soldiers who
She's like,
side with Daenerys,
She's like, blood and fire, bitches. Okay,
right?
yeah.
And especially since one of the Blackfires was a 3-eyed raven,
Right. Right.
and so I'm just like, that would be so hilarious if that blew up in her face. Well, also, but that's why Theon's going on his total like your princess is in another castle quest, because that whole storyline is so that he
It's me and mine. I also have no penis.
But that's advantageous if someone's kicking you in the
I'm
butt.
sorry, I've been kicked in the crotch and I don't care. That still hurts.
On my bicycle. I was like,
Oh,
ow, right?
There's
Yeah.
still nerves that
Well, put that
happen.
bar on there for a girl.
There's still nerves here, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but not the reaction I guess that he thought he was going to get.
right. Apparently, it just made Theon level up.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he got crazier.
Like, oh shit! Oh.
He's like,
Well-
XP.
Well, his lifelong crush on Jon, apparently, like, that came out of nowhere. But kind of didn't. Because
No.
in the books and in the show, he was always messing with Jon. And I'm like, that's the kind of dude who, if he likes a girl, pulls on her pigtails.
Yeah.
And Theon's that dude.
That's
so he
such a
he
great
had
scene.
Yeah, but it was such a good scene of them
Like, yeah.
having a reconciliation.
What are you still doing here, bro?
Why
Well,
are you
yeah.
not going to get your sister?
It needed to. I'm sorry if I go off on a tangent.
No, go for it. This is what we're here
I
for.
feel like this season has been about everyone finding their starkness again.
Yes.
And coming back to their starkness, if you will.
Uh-huh.
And Theon is a Stark.
He's a Stark.
I mean, he's a Greyjoy, but he was raised by Ned.
And
Ned was just
God
like a
knows
father to
Ned
him.
was a
And
better father.
Right, and he's a brother to them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that conversation, that scene was so special and so pivotal.
Yes.
In the character of Theon to find his balls again.
Yeah.
And his penis. I don't know what's there and what's not. But it just resounded with me in that sense. And it's so crazy because remember how many seasons ago we fucking hated the shit out of
God, I hate
Theon?
Theon so bad.
And they come back and you're like, yeah.
Well,
Go, Theon, go!
But it takes a lot for you to like a character like that again. It's like, you know, we saw your penis get chopped off.
And we didn't
You
care.
were degraded against.
Cool.
We were like,
But
that
guess
was
what?
fine.
I'm like, you finally kind of got yourself together to help
Yeah.
Sansa out. Okay, we're liking you a
It's
little
with
bit
steps.
Yeah, that
It's
was
with
the
steps.
start of it. Yeah.
But then I was like, you're such a pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Yara happened, and you're
That-
And
like,
you're such a badass.
Yeah, you couldn't help your sister. And
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, maybe now you're helping her
Yeah.
because you were at that point. Like, he
And
would've-
in all
he would've
honesty, he
been
would
killed
have been
in a
dead.
heartbeat. Yeah.
And PTSD is real, y'all. So like like what he went through. Well, first of all, again, can we all just talk about how Alfie Allen is an amazing?
really?
I don't understand how he has not gotten awards because
Well,
he is phenomenal.
Let's wait until this year's Emmys. 'Cause
That's
I don't
true.
know. Like,
He
I really- that was
deserves.
powerful.
He and Lena. Honestly, everyone in the cast
I know, everyone's
has
so
been
good.
phenomenal.
Everyone
There's
gets
not
a
one-
trophy.
there's really not
You
one
get an
that-
Emmy,
yeah.
and you get an Emmy, and you get an Emmy.
Everybody gets an Emmy.
Everybody gets an Emmy.
Walk under your seat.
Yes, exactly. But like Alfie is honestly because he has the hardest character
Yeah.
to care about, and he makes you
do it.
care.
Right, exactly.
He makes you care.
Yeah.
So and it's so interesting because you know he's gonna fuck up Cersei's plan because everyone except for John, and I love the little what did we have that conversation about dick jokes? About dwarf jokes.
Dork
Oh,
joke.
yeah.
His wasn't even good. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that entire little exchange because it was such a
Yeah.
nice callback to their previous season and then, like, all the way back to season 1.
But it was almost like, hey, you're not that important. Go sit down.
Go sit down.
Like, let the big kids talk.
Right.
Like, I'm not talking about height or any of that stupid shit. No, like
You go take a sit.
Yeah.
Well, that's the biggest thing is that Euron
Let
thinks
the
he's
old-
far more important than
Oh,
he
yes,
is.
he does.
And I am so ready for Theon to take his ass out. Because Theon got his groove back, y'all.
He did.
He is coming, and I'm like, but my other thing is, and this is a weird thing, and maybe I'm the only one that noticed it, but how Theon grew up with the Starks and don't know how to fight?
Right?
He
It's
was
true.
hanging out
I
with
mean, the first
Sansa.
episode, they're just like,
Like, even
Shoot
Sansa know how to
arrows.
throw a
Yeah,
punch.
yeah.
She slapped the shit out of Little Robin Aaron.
Right.
Like, what
Oh my
the
God.
hell? Like, how you just grow up with them and did not know how to fight? I don't know.
I don't know that either.
I don't.
But, I mean, he laid in some really good hooks.
And
Once he
eventually
finally-
he did. Once
Yeah.
he got his
Yeah.
Once he got his little
Swerve
commotion going.
Yeah.
But
commotion.
yeah, I am really kind of, I can't believe I'm saying this, and it's a credit to the writers, and it's a credit to the actors, but I'm really looking forward to Theon's storyline.
Yeah.
And I'm really, because
Right.
he is the fly in the ointment. Cersei and Euron have this whole little backstabbing plan, and Theon gonna be like, Leroy! Like, he's gonna come through. Leroy Jenkins! And I am here for it.
It's true. I've been kind of like about the Greyjoy storyline
Yeah.
for many seasons. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is so boring. Can we?
Yeah,
But
can we
yeah,
move
I'm
on?
really- I am
I'm looking
excited
forward.
to see, yeah.
Plus, I'm looking forward to Yara getting let loose and just going.
Oh my
freaking
god, I love
batshit.
that girl.
I need Yara Greyjoy to just murder everybody. I
Oh
need
my
Yara
gosh.
to murder all the
All of-
people.
all the people.
All of them. Like,
And
God.
I want her to get hers.
Yes,
too, 'cause
I
they were,
know.
Like, in the heat of the moment.
She
What-
needs to be the queen.
What about, I just had an idea.
What?
Oh my God. If they survive, can you guys imagine a Yara Gendry, Arya little love nest?
What?
God, if they make it, if they survive, they would be perfect for each other. Holy shit.
I mean, yes, I can.
Allie's like, I have, and now I'm picturing it, and I'm here for it.
Allie is shipping that one. Definitely shipping that one.
This is my OT3.
Yes, I can.
God, how can you imagine how amazing that would be?
Yes, I can.
I do. I love me some Yara.
I
love
love
it
it
when she was standing in front of Danny and Marie.
Like,
and
I'm up for anything.
Yeah.
And Danny was like, oh, girl.
You cute.
Because you know in the books, Danny messed
around with everybody.
Right? She don't care.
Because she can have children, so what she has to worry about?
Exactly.
She ain't going to get an STD because she's immune to fire, so like an STD ain't going to get out there, right? She ain't going to get no crotch fires either, so she's fine. Which,
Best birth control ever.
Fire! Just burn it all. So,
how in the world have we gotten to this point? Okay.
I don't know. We keep drinking. That's how we got
That's
peanut.
how it works. That's how it works.
So,
Penis, what?
Floppy wiener, floppy wiener, floppy wiener, floppy wiener.
Boobs and titties, boobs and titties, boobs and titties. That's what I sing at home.
to yourself?
To myself.
Okay.
Oh my
I
God.
used to say it out loud.
Well, to be fair, my cats are there.
Oh, there. You're not by yourself. Never by yourself.
So, moving to a sharp left.
Okay.
Turn left. The wall's down.
I can't believe it.
Those
But we knew it was
white
gonna
We
walls
knew it was coming.
around. We did. We
We
even
knew it.
sang about it.
So, the Night King totally laid a trap for Danny.
Yeah, that whole thing was rigged.
That was
He
rigged,
had
y'all.
3 spears.
Oh,
He had 3. He was waiting. He was looking for an opportunity. And John was... And here's the thing. He had the opportunity to kill John. And he didn't do it.
Because he's a Stark. And
He's
won't.
totally a Stark. The Night King is totally a Stark, y'all.
Knock on that.
I am like, there's no freaking way that dude's not a Stark. At this point, there have been too many times when he could have killed John, or at least isolated John and then killed him.
Right.
And he didn't take the opportunity. John is ascendant of him because he was human before he was the Night King. I guarantee you that dude's a Stark.
Yep.
And
he very well could be a Stark, but I will say when there is a human coming up towards me, but there's 3 dragons, I'm gonna go after the dragons and try to kill them first.
True. But here's the thing.
And
Drogon
you see these White Walkers surrounding him. You're gonna be like, okay, I think he's gonna be dead. Let's go after the big things flying.
Well, and I get that, but then again, Drogon was right there. And the only thing between Drogon and
was
the
John.
the Night King was John.
You're right.
Yup. And he didn't take the shot.
Yeah. No, you're
He
right.
went after the one that was the furthest away.
Right, up in the air.
Friggin', he literally could have just thrown the dagger through John and gotten the Drogon, and he didn't take the opportunity. So, and it would have solved a bunch of problems too, because all of those people on that dragon would have died.
That's true. But you know what? That scene would have been real depressing.
I would have been so damn depressed if like half of our crew died.
You would have been like, well, we're gonna do half another season,
right? With half the cast dead. Like,
obviously, he read the books. So
we're past the books now, girlfriend.
we're gonna take a really crazy twist here.
We're gonna go left. We're gonna go left,
but not too left.
Yeah. So speaking of John,
oh,
his name is Aegon Targaryen.
Yeah. Like, what is he? The 5th or the 6th?
The 6th.
The 6th.
I want to call him John though.
His name is Aegon.
He's not gonna. He's. You know what? Here's my theory
I cried so hard
that
y'all.
I probably stole from somebody, but I don't think John's gonna be so willing to embrace his Targaryens.
No. Well, literally, the first thing he said upon seeing King's Landing was, "What the fuck?
Yeah,
why would you want to live here?
Yeah.
Like, what? No, thanks. I'm good.
I
good."
Was really happy that Gilly's message and her reading was actually heard because he was like, wait a minute, no.
Record scratch.
Like, instead of him being like, I'm so upset, I'm gonna be a man and talk over you.
Well, but then he took credit for it, and I'm still kind of pissed about that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Which is, again, every woman in an academic situation ever. I made this discovery, and I'm gonna take credit for it.
And he's like, I read it in a book. I don't know why he would lie.
You didn't read it anything. Gilly read it.
Yeah.
I literally, all he had to do was go, Gilly read in the book.
My girl.
My girl's a genius.
She's so fucking
She's
smart.
so awesome.
She got some cute little buck teeth.
Yeah. She's so awesome. And he totally took credit for it. I'm so mad at Sam for that.
I know.
But at least he was listening. Most
Yeah.
men don't even listen.
That's
so
true.
I give him that.
But he shouldn't be given credit for doing some basic shit.
No.
Like,
But that's just a man.
And then we see, and then Brand's like, "Oh, let me
All
check it
right,
out,
I
though."
love-
well, a lot of
Let me
people
go
are
all
apparently
creeper
pissed.
mode.
Right, he's such a creeper. God almighty. It's like if Professor Xavier didn't understand what boundaries were.
Yeah.
Sorry.
God. He's
We mentioned
so
X-Men,
freaking
so
creeper.
now she's gone.
Okay, calm down. Calm down.
It's okay. I understand. I'm the same with Spider-Man. I get it. It's okay.
Look at her face!
I read about him in different books. But you can talk about that. Yeah.
But can we just talk about, like, I'm trying to channel some Viserious hair tonight.
I know, right?
But can we just talk about how Rhaegar's hair was basically Viserys' hair?
Right, can we talk about the freaking struggle wig?
And
That
we've been
wig was
waiting for so long.
struggling.
It's a hand-me-down.
Well, like, honestly.
Of course it is. They're like, let's just get it.
I mean, it stays in the family.
They're like, why would we pay for
Sorry.
another wig when we got this one in the props department?
Well, here's my thing.
It's all in the family.
Rhaegar was supposed to be the most beautiful man in the world,
He
right?
was like Legolas up in this bitch. Like,
He was
come on.
supposed to be absolutely the most beautiful man in the world. And while I will respect that they did I feel like Wilf was a good casting choice because he did look a lot. He did look right. He looked a lot like Viserion, like to the point where for the first like half a second I was like,
yeah.
But if you're going for the most beautiful man in the world, I'm sorry, Jensen Ackles is the thing.
Oh,
Right? Right?
I do like me some Dean.
Right? And I mean, let's be real. That man is actually beautiful. Like, he crosses over.
It's true.
Into
I mean,
being
he's straight
handsome.
up pretty.
Yeah. And he's got that warrior build.
I know.
I'm like, y'all should have paid the freaking money and flown his ass out for 5 minutes.
Right.
And then flown him back.
It would have
been fine. I know Warner Brothers is kind of keep him on lock, but y'all should have done what you need. But what kills me is that the War of the Five Kings, sorry, not War of the Five Kings, the Robert's Rebellion was all because the dude couldn't take no for an answer. Because even in the books, Lyanna is like, I don't want to marry him.
Look at you and look at him.
Right. Well, before she even met Rhaegar, she was like, she's like, I'm not 100% sold on this marriage.
Right.
Because he's already dipping out, and we're not even engaged.
I mean,
properly.
how many bastards did Robert have
before they even got married?
Exactly. So maybe not the best guy to call your
and her father was a good dad who would not have made her marry him.
Yeah.
So the whole Robert's Rebellion came off of Robert couldn't handle the fact that she didn't want him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it boils down to.
Right. It's true. God, it's
Can
just
I
that's.
take a bastard side now?
Oh,
go.
Excuse me.
So I think instead of like when you call somebody a bastard now, like you're a sand, you're a snow,
You're a river.
like
You're a Rivers.
You're just like
You're a
really,
thorn.
really throw it home,
You're a sky.
like throw them off and be like, what the fuck?
Well, I love that massage.
That was my side note.
Yeah,
alcohol.
bastards have never been cooler though.
Yeah, right. I mean,
know.
awesome. Seriously, and I love that Missandei was like, "What is this
Most of them
Like,
are
we
word?
don't have marriage. Like,
We don't have marriage, and we don't have this word. I don't understand your words." Like that was like a total alien meets humans moment where she was like, "What
she's
are
like,
you?
whatever.
What is this? What are you saying?"
Beyond your
Can we all be Missandei for a
Can we all
minute?
be with?
Missandei for a minute, like she can get it. Just saying.
but not really.
But yes, really.
Call me.
At least she can call me.
She can call me.
She can call me.
I'm fine.
And all
you know what
I
happened?
don't even care.
Most
Many
confusing
things.
sex. Most confusing sex scene ever.
Well, it was weird because I was like, I honestly thought Grey Worm was going to die. Because they spent so much time on that sex scene, and I felt like that could have been 5 minutes, keep the dialogue and the interaction, and then move on.
Yeah.
Without us having that whole, like, that was 10 minutes. 10 minutes we'll never get back. And I'm like, we didn't need to see this.
Okay, so
Oh, I'm mad.
just to
I love how Brandie's just laughing at me. I'm like,
I just like everybody's
South
naked.
Park. South Park popping in my head. I'm like scissoring.
Oh my god.
oh, there was a lot of scissoring.
I know. Listen,
Scissoring.
Look,
we all know there's a lot of stuff more than
there's
penetration.
more than penetration.
Well, yeah.
There's a lot of ways to do the do. Is all I'm saying.
This is true. And then we rhyme and take our wine.
Little sweetness. I don't know.
Little
You said Mountain Dew. I was thinking of Dr. Pepper. But.
So, speaking of a lot of ways to do the do.
Right? There's a lot of people doing the do.
Like, John's lineage is confirmed, and now, right at... What in the hell?
The tape.
I don't
Oh my
listen.
God.
I have to throw something.
So, like, after... Well, here's my question.
There's either one group or two group in this type of discussion.
But what is it about
They're
it
one
that
group.
makes you so upset? Is it the fact that they just, like, they have blood that's shared?
It's because that is his auntie.
But they've never, ever known
And they
each
were
other.
raised together.
Well, see, and this is like Joe Dirt situation.
So-
Hold up, stop.
You
Stop.
you don't know.
Did you just pull Joe Dirt?
She did.
Is that what you
She
just
did.
did?
She
Oh
did.
my God.
I confirm. This is going to be a
It's
good
gonna
one.
be good. Like we need to turn around.
In that moment, they don't know that that's his auntie. But I'm hoping in my heart that when they find out, they'll be like, ew, you're my auntie.
Oh, no.
Danny won't. And I'll tell you why.
But because incest is a thing back then, I get it. But I'm not back then, so I'm just like, that is your branch.
Well, also, here's the thing. Danny, if everything hadn't gone sideways, Danny would have been married to Viserion.
Right. Not the sex position.
Her own
Not the
brother.
sex. She would have been married because her parents were brother and sister.
Yeah.
That's
That
how
doesn't
Targaryens.
make it right.
I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying that honestly, this is not the worst.
Look at the English heritage with the Queen.
How dare you?
Oh,
No,
you're
just-
And
You're
look
not
how
wrong.
many people died because of deformation. So,
But he's going to be the prince that was promised.
I want
yes,
your child.
It's gonna be
I'm
fine.
sorry.
It's gonna be
I'm that people
The
that
baby.
can't get on board with the incest.
Well,
You make it sound like such a bad thing.
I know, right? She makes incest sound so terrible.
When you had Jamie and Cersei, you had people that were in the womb together, that knew each other their whole life as
And they still
twins,
started
as
banging.
brother and sister, and they still bang.
Yeah.
You have two people from two opposite sides
Literally,
of the world that
yes.
never knew each other, that are both really attractive
Yeah.
and drawn to each other, and have this.
And they're gonna find out why they're drawn to each other, and then they'll be like, I'm hoping they're gonna be like, oh.
Well, it's gonna
Danny's
be
not.
some conflict.
I
The writers have
guarantee
already
you,
said.
Danny's going to be upset because
Yeah.
it means that her claim is not as strong
Yeah,
as she
that's
thought
what I
it
think
was.
she's gonna
Not
get.
because
That's
they're
her
related.
nephew.
No, she's not going to.
John
John
might
is
be.
going to be pissed.
Yeah.
John's gonna be like, I
Yeah.
fucked my
aunt.
aunt.
No,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
God
John
damn it!
is going to be pissed
And he's
because
not gonna go.
it's bad enough that people keep floating the
Can we
idea
talk
that he should
about
marry
his butt?
Sansa.
He has a nice
And
butt.
like he was
Have
like,
they?
yeah. People keep going. He should marry
See, that's-
Sansa, and
that
I'm like,
bothers me.
they were raised together.
I
No, ew,
That bothers me
no.
for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not
no,
okay with that. Not at all.
Sansa
And they're
does
still
not need
related,
a man.
Sansa don't need no man.
She don't need a
Sansa's
man.
fine.
You don't need a man.
No.
They're not.
No,
She is
but that ass
fine.
though, that Jon Snow ass.
I just want to say that I might have watched that scene over and over just to see the
butt?
amount.
The flip.
His butt.
It's a perfect.
It's like-
it's a
it's like
perfect
this.
question
He's
mark.
got a nice butt.
It's a question mark.
And
This
the
is
side boob?
beautiful. The side view is delish.
Did you appreciate?
I
the
did
side
appreciate
boob?
the side boobs.
Side boob.
Side
Oh,
boob.
side boob, sure.
Side
yeah,
boob.
whatever.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
And the dip.
Danny's
Sorry,
not
I go
Dip.
both ways, so I'm like, yeah,
Dip.
I like
Yeah.
I like that. So.
Dip.
Yeah. So
I
it
like
was
the,
good. And they're gonna make a baby. They're gonna make a baby.
So, but the
It's gonna
question
be
is,
a lot.
is it going to be twins? Because I love the whole scene
Why is it gonna be twins?
in the dragon pit because it hasn't been any for quite some time in the Targaryen line.
They
Well,
usually
shit.
skips the generation.
It skips a couple of generations and they haven't had any in quite some time.
Well, oh my gosh.
Can they not be blonde? And that would be really fun.
Well,
That would be, well, there was a Targaryen prince who wasn't blonde.
Good for him.
There was one who
His
wasn't,
name
and
was
he was
Jon
killed.
Snow.
He was killed during the Duncan Egg stories.
Dunkin'
Oh,
Donuts.
you know
Yeah.
I need
You
to.
really
I
did.
know.
They're
I
fun.
know. I
They're
know.
a lot
I
of
need to
fun.
know more about Dunkin' Donuts too.
You did well. We're getting food in a moment.
It's right there.
It's literally
It's
across the
street.
street.
I live next to a Dunkin'
Do we
So she has a good time all the time.